What a train wreck that was. I'm glad we made it out of that trial alive.
Really, I had fun. And Joaquin made it through the day, too.
Everyone was too obsessed with panties to bother with the real case.
But it was good publicity. Imagine the crowd at my show tonight. You should come, Polly.
Yeah.
The amazing Mr. Hat will be making an appearance.
Hi, folks. I'll be here all week.
That's about enough of him.
Hello? Ah, Miss Tiala. Thank you for today. The trial went well.
Oh, right. No problem.
Do you think Walkie will be okay?
Well, he's not guilty. Yet.
Please, we have to help him. We're supposed to get married next month.
Oh, congratulations. Gah, way to put the pressure on a guy.
Please let me know if there's anything I can do to help.
Okay.
Well, let's see.
Can I ask you a question about Walkie? I understand he was operated on by the victim, Dr. Meraktis.
Apparently, yes.
I was in his clinic about half a year ago. He messed up my op something bad. And then he just lets me go, without a word. See you later. Bye. So I gotta go in, get another doctor to patch me up again.
Yes, it sounded horrible. Walkie has always been fond of fighting, I'm afraid.
I'm not sure it qualifies as fighting when pistols are involved.
Mr. Gavin was saying his life might be in danger, wasn't he? No, that can't be right. I'm sure he was just trying to scare us. It is scary to think that a surgeon might make a mistake. But it's even scarier when he tries to hide it.
I'd like to know a little more about this operation. Maybe it's time to pay the Meraktis Clinic a visit. Are you sure about marrying into the Kitaki family?
I'm fine with it, and I love Walkie with all my heart. Oh, that is so sweet.
So, it doesn't bother you that you'll be, married to the mob?
I don't think so. My parents are against it, of course. Say, where did you and Walkie first meet, anyway?
Good question. Miss Tiela doesn't look like the type to have gangster connections.
Oh, we met at my old job, actually. Ah, office romance.
She's not very forthcoming with information about herself, is she?
Did you know that the boss is trying to get out of the business?
Really? Mr. Kitaki wants to quit being a gangster?
He's trying to transfer his assets into a normal company. He only announced it recently, out of the blue. I hear there's quite a lot of confusion in the ranks.
Wonder if this explains that apron. I can't imagine Walkie going along with that.
He's highly motivated, isn't he?
That's not the word I would have used.
He said, I'll be the next big boss and keep the family alive. I think he's at that age when boys want to make a mark on the world.
That's not the way I would have put it.
His father moves in a lot of circles. He's really focused on profits. The Kitaki family has been making a killing recently.
Again, not the way I would have put it.
But Walkie says it's not about the money. They have the gangster tradition to uphold. Ooh, a generation gap. They've even got the ever-classic what about the family business thing going.
Usually it's the father worried about tradition.
I should be getting home now. Walkie is in your hands, Mr. Justice.
Right. Leave it to me.
Apollo, I think you're only making her more nervous.
Sorry, I'm new at this, okay?
Teehee, it's alright. I believe in you. Okay. And there she goes.
That giant hoop used to levitate people. So, tell me, how does it work?
Apollo, Don't you know you should never ask a magician to explain a trick? I mean, you're hardly better than Mr. Stickler.
Hey, I object to being placed in the same category as that panty snatcher.
Enjoy the mystery. That is the way to appreciate magic.
A dish of plastic spaghetti like some restaurants put on display. Where did you get this, anyway?
It was a birthday present from Daddy. I was so happy. You don't know how long I wanted one of these. I fell asleep with it, cradled in my arms, and the spaghetti bent.
Mental note, what she really wants for her next birthday, a bowl of plastic food.
Yeah, thanks for that.
An old sepia-tone photograph of a man in a silk hat. His outfit looks a lot like Chusie's, come to think of it.
Aren't those clothes the best? I had mine made to match. If you're going to be a magician, you gotta look the part.
Trucy is big on appearances, I found. There are all sorts of strange paraphernalia sitting on top of the piano. It seems a shame to have all these props and not do a trick or two.
You asked for it.
Hey, Mr. Righteous, was it? Waka waka.
Justice, Mr. Hat. Apollo Justice.
Justice? Just is?
Apollo just is what? That's what I want to know.
Oh, you're hopeless.
Please, make it stop.
Just let me know if you ever want to visit for Mr. Hat.
Any other trick but that one, please. A blue silk top hat, just like the one Trucy's wearing.
It's my trademark color, Trucy Blue.
I don't think you can trademark the color blue.
Standing out is everything when you're on top of the stage. Bet you didn't know what you've got your own... Huh? Bet you didn't know you've got your own color too, Apollo. Crimson Justice.
You make me sound like some second-rate superhero.
At least it's better than being a first-rate Super Zero.
Ouch.
Where'd that come from?
Those boxes frighten me.
I bet I'm the first magician to figure out these make great shelves. Oh, I bet I'm the first magician to figure out these make great shelves.
She does seem to be putting them to good use. But if you ever want to put it back together, you have to take everything off.
Don't worry, I'll clean it up soon, and then we'll try cutting you up.
Thanks, but I'll pass. Yikes. A hot water pot sits on a magic table. Why is the stand for this table so flimsy looking?
Maybe it looks better that way.
I was hoping for a more professional explanation.
Well, maybe to show that there's no tricks involved.
Not bad.
I still think it's just that it looks better that way.
Some magic books are mixed in with the law books here. Magic books all look well used, but the law books are just gathering dust. I feel kind of sorry for them. Maybe I'll read some next time I'm around. It's Charlie, the houseplant. They've had it for years, apparently.
That's Mr. Charlie to you. He's been here longer, after all.
Right. Sorry.
I'm sorry, Mr. Charlie. He was raised by a tribe of heathens.
She's saying something to the plant as she waters it.
Mr. Charlie forgives you. This time.
Is there anything else I might do to please his high leafiness?
Alright. Is that it? Some new dialogue and some old dialogue, I've noticed. Unless it's all new and some just sound similar to others? I don't know. Alright. Let's get the hell out of here. And, where do we go next? Oh. We said that we should go to the clinic, so... Let's go ahead and do that. No Mr. Eldoon, huh? Interesting.
The blue tarp Mr. Eldoon used to cover his noodle stand. Robbed of its purpose, it blows in the wind, alone. Mr. Eldoon's house has seen better days, and I'm betting I've eaten better noodles.
Alright. Don't kick the man while he's out.
Guy Eldoon's dog doesn't look too lively. They say dogs and their owners resemble each other. I guess there are exceptions.
I can see some similarities.
Alone, Eldoon's noodles bowl lies on the ground. The lone bowl tipped on its side. It's kind of surreal. You'd think he would have picked it up by now. There is a handwritten sign here, "Save the Light." It's hard to make out the sign in the shade from the clinic next door. An old drum for catching rainwater. Ack! A flock of crows just flew over and... Ah, that's gross. Their aim was uncanny. Almost as if they'd been practicing here a long time. This must be his business sign. It reads, "No." Maybe that's how the kids are spelling new these days. Another failed attempt at hipster marketing.
I don't think it's that.
The front entrance to the Meraktis Clinic. The walls and posts are so highly polished I can see my face in them. Wait, my hairdo's a little flat. There. Perfect. Looks like this is a banner for some campaign. 3 shots for the price of 1. Somehow, I don't see people lining up for that. A police car is parked in front of the Meraktis Clinic. It's empty. The police must be inside investigating.
Inside the clinic? Well, can we go in? No. We can go in the garage. I guess we need some permission to go inside? Permission from the police?
This car belongs to someone at the Meraktis Clinic, and it hit Mr. Wright. Mr. Wright sprained his ankle, and the car lost his side view mirror. This car versus Mr. Wright. Not quite the match of the century. Look, it's a folding ladder.
Polly, that's called a stepladder. Come on.
A stepladder? How is that different from a regular ladder, then?
It's a much more complex piece of machinery. It's like 2 ladders stuck together.
So you admit that basically it's a ladder, right?
Wait, huh?
You have to look past the form, at the essence of the thing.
Can we talk about something else? Hey, a kitty cat. Here, kitty, kitty, kitty. It's not coming down.
We do look kind of suspicious, you have to admit.
It's okay, kitty cat. His hair won't hurt you.
It's okay, kitty cat. She won't make you disappear in her hat.
Okay. Is it all going to be recycled? Eek, someone's there. Oh, it's just a gold-painted human skeleton.
Just a human skeleton? And painted gold?
There's a mannequin hand waving to us from the box behind the skeleton. This place just screams hospital storage, don't you think?
It screams something, that's for sure.
Alright, nothing to add on here.
This is where we found your pennies, isn't it, Juicy?
And I can't thank you enough, Apollo.
Well, thank you for saying thank you.
Oh, I'm always polite. It's part of being a performer. You know what Daddy says. It doesn't cost anything to be polite, and it could bring you more business.
Typical.
Just kidding. I really am grateful. Okay. Nothing to see here. I guess to the mansion? Or maybe the detention center. Or maybe the clinic. Alright, detention center first. Let's try to check in with our client. Looks like Walkie's out for questioning.
I really need to talk to him. I guess we'll come back later.
Excuse me.
Yes?
Your other suspect is all through with questioning, sir.
The other? Ah, you mean the panty snatcher?
Wesley Stickler. So they arrested him too. Alright, let's have a little chat with Mr. Stickler. I hope I don't regret this.
He is a valuable witness.
He's a bit precious, I'll give him that.
Please, keep this brief if you would. I'm quite busy. I need to finish this paper. It's you!
Mr. Stickler, we'd like to have a few words with you.
Very well, as long as there are few.
Nothing would make me happier, believe me. Could you relate what you saw the night of the murder to us one more time?
Why not? Though it hardly differs from the testimony I gave in court. The defendant was there in the park that night, of this I'm quite certain. He was pointing a pistol, or something like that, at the victim. That's when I shouted, "Stop, you two! Let's resolve this like gentlemen!" And the next moment, a shot was fired.
And this is all true? Really?
My panties are gone, my innermost heart revealed. What further reason could I possibly have to lie?
I can't think of anything you'd want to hide more than penny snatching, true.
Sounds like Walkie was at the scene of the crime after all.
How I wish it weren't so. Mr. Stickler, on the night of the murder, you stole...
Wait! I can't help but feel that I'm being misunderstood.
How exactly?
Yes, that night I obtained a pair of panties, it's true. However, it was my burning curiosity that drove me to do it, nothing more.
You wanted to know the trick to my panties, right?
Your hair too? No, great Trucy, teach me.
Eh?
I must know the secret of your panties. My very existence hangs in the balance. Please make me your apprentice.
Apollo, help!
I don't know, I think you'd make a great, lovely assistant.
Don't say that, Apollo.
Okay. What do you know about these?
That's it! The mystery! The unanswerable riddle!
Actually, they're just a normal pair of panties.
What? How's that possible?
It just takes practice, that's all.
Then you must teach me. You must. To think if I could produce a pencil and a razor, a textbook and a lunch, all from a pair of panties, my life would be complete.
He's serious, isn't he? Fine, ignore my evidence. See if I care. I wonder what he's thinking. On second thought, let's not go there. Really? You gonna ignore that? Huh. Okay. So, that's it then? Nothing else to talk about? For now, at least. That security camera is looking at me. I wonder if they tape all of this. A security guard. He stands here watching this room. I have no idea if he's listening to us talk. I'm not even sure he's breathing. Alright. Time to go, I guess. We don't need any help.
We can figure out what to do. Let's go to the clinic next. Oh! Where's Phoenix? Did he recover? Interesting.
The TV's been left on. Looks like the Steel Samurai's in a bit of trouble. In a spot of trouble. I'm sure he'll come back to win in the end. Mr. Wright likes these kinds of stories. Mr. Wright's bed. My, it's messy. Trucy must clean up after him at home. A swaying, spiraling stack of DVD cases. Better stay away or it'll become a crashing, cascading cavalcade of DVD cases. A bottle of Mr. Wright's favorite brand of grape juice. Me? I haven't been able to touch the stuff since that first case. Not a problem for Mr. Wright, apparently. A toy piano, one that might be played by a child. Correction, a pink toy piano. I guess the man likes pink. Nothing wrong with that.
Alright, hold on. One moment, I'll be right back. Alright, sorry about that. My footage there was getting a little bit... I don't know. There's something wrong with it. It was acting a little bit weird. It was glitching all out. So, just for security, I had to stop recording and start a new session. So, here we are. Good to go, hopefully. Alright, well... Looks like Phoenix is nowhere to be found. So this leaves us with the Kitaki Mansion as the only destination. So here we go.
Yipes! She's back.
Hey, you two, over here.
Does? Yo, little plum, what's up? I think all this gangsterese is a negative influence on Trucy.
I heard you retrieved my bloomers.
Well, I was just...
Man speaks clearly and takes credit when it's due. You caught the thief, didn't you?
Yes. Sorry, I caught him.
You're cute when you're nervous, Polly.
I'll deal with you later.
Well, enough about bloomers. What about my son, Walkie?
Walkie? Well...
Clearly.
Yes, ma'am. This is why I was kind of hoping we could avoid coming back here.
It's true. One of our pistols is missing.
So the murder weapon was from this mansion.
We kind of figured, given the difficulty of obtaining a gun these days.
None of the rank and file have access. Only the boss, myself, and Walkie could have taken it.
I see.
I'm sure the cops will continue tromping all over the mansion because of this case. Maybe this is a sign that it's time for a change. Ha 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 ha!
She doesn't seem too concerned, at least.
He's really everything you'd expect in a boss's son. I'm going to be a gangster, dude.
The life does have an appeal for that age, particularly for boys.
What? Don't look at me like that.
He was shot in a turf war about half a year ago.
Yes, we heard the story from Walkie.
But he didn't tell you the whole story. You know, even if he had a pistol then, he couldn't have shot anyone.
What?
He acts like he's hard, but he couldn't shoot someone to save his life. I should know. I'm his mom.
Her words do have a certain weight to them.
Hopefully when this is all taken care of, he and the boss can sort out their differences.
The boss? You mean Walkie's father?
They didn't seem to be on the best terms, did they?
The boss may act tough, but that boy means the world to him.
But Walkie seems, seems like he's against his father's position.
It's to be expected. We're in a bit of a transition now, trying to cut our ties to the shadier side of the street and do more on the up and up. Walker isn't too enthusiastic about the change, it's true.
But why the change? Is the gangster thing just not paying the bills?
It pays, but we need a lot of money right now. Clean money, that is.
I see. Something must be up.
You'll see things the way boss sees them, someday. Yeah, Walkie's fiancée.
They're getting married next month, correct?
I suppose. She's been staying over lately.
You don't look too happy about that little plum.
How'd you guess?
Even I could tell that. Could you tell us more about her?
Walkie brought her home one day. Says he wants to tie the knot.
I can see why. She's so pretty.
Oh, she's pretty enough, but you know. Nah, it's probably just me being suspicious. Stay in this business too long, and you start to only see darkness in people. You get a nose for it. A nose for people, a nose for trouble.
I wonder what the problem is.
It's like a gangster's only version of female intuition.
Sure.
Sorry, kid, I got no idea what you're talking about.
This is the mirror we found.
From the hit and run, huh? It's funny how it all ties together like this. You chase after a hit and run and end up Walkie's attorney. Of course, you'll find the real killer soon, won't you? Sorry, kid. Sorry, kid.
Can you tell me if this knife belongs to Walkie?
Oh, that's his knife, alright. Bought it for him for his birthday.
Wow, that's a pretty hardcore present.
I remember him falling asleep with it clutched in his arms.
Ooh, I know the feeling. I'll bet he was just as happy as I was with my plastic spaghetti.
So, this pistol belongs to the Kitaki family, is that correct?
It's one of the pieces we keep around. That is, we used to keep around. They're all gone now.
Oh?
Police came yesterday and took everything. Everything but my broom.
Don't you think you should have given them that too?
You kidding? Can't clean up very well without a broom.
About these.
Hey, my bloomers. Thanks for that. I owe you one.
I thought you might like them back, so...
Hey? Oh, no. Why don't you keep them as a souvenir?
Oh, no, I couldn't, really. Thanks for the offer, but...
I could use those in my Magic Pennies act. I'll pull shivs and pieces and godfathers out of them.
Great, now your props are going from bland to dangerous.
Sorry, kid. Sorry, kid.
Okay. Several colors of paint have been splashed across the gate. Most of it's pretty much dry, too. This is gonna be one heck of a cleanup job. An impressive gate befitting the Kitaki Mansion.
Look at the nameplate. Kitaki. That's so cool. Short and blunt, like any good gangster. Ooh, let's change our name. How about... Maybe that's too short and blunt. What do you think?
No comment. A colorful dragon turns its baleful gaze in my direction, as if to say, "Abandon all hope, ye who enter here." Don't worry, Mr. Dragon. Me and Hope haven't been on speaking terms for a while. Looks like that old lady's at it again.
Look, I told you yesterday the park's off limits.
I told you yesterday this is how we go home. Okay, you want me to go around? How about giving me $5? Like yesterday.
The con artist strikes again. The park crime scene is off limits to the public. The police officer on guard by the gate is yawning. He noticed me staring and snapped his mouth shut. Too late, Mr. Officer. I saw you. Yeah.
This trash can. This is where we found the mirror.
Come to think of it, wasn't there something else in here? Something near the bottom? Look at the paint on these. That means these must have ended up in here after Mr. Wright's accident.
Maybe they're connected. Let's pick them up.
Now we can pick them up. A large trash can sits by the entrance to the park.
What? You aren't going to dig through it?
No. What? I'm serious. I have no intention of looking through this trash can.
Oh, please, don't hold back on my account.
I think that whatever you think about me and trash cans, you're wrong. Apparently, this park was the gift of the Kitaki family. The Friendly People Park, brought to you by organized crime. A very naughty part of me is tempted to write "We Kill" on the left side of the sign.
Let's take a closer look here. Ooh. Is that what I think it is?
I wonder, could this be a print?
Why would there be a finger... Oh, you mean a toe print? Good call, Apollo.
I bet we can analyze it just like a regular print.
This could be a vital piece of evidence.
Alright, let's do it.
What? Is that not good enough? How much of a print do you want? Aha.
Hey, it worked! That looks like a big toe, maybe?
Wow, I feel like the case is solved already.
What was next? We have to match the print, right?
Right. Let's match it. Wait. The detective didn't give us a list of toe prints, Apollo.
Oh, good point.
Maybe we should ask her. Get some expert advice.
I guess so. I'm not sure she really qualifies as an expert.
Okay. We'll do that next. Oh! The bottom is covered with paint.
Huh? What's this weird shape here?
Looks like a leaf was stuck to the bottom when the wearer stepped in some yellow paint.
So the outline was left when the leaf was removed. Ack, I got paint on my hand.
Apollo, I saw you try to wipe your hand on my cape.
Sorry. Couldn't wipe it on my vest. Stand out too much.
Alright. She's probably gonna be inside People Park. Oh. Interesting. Nobody here this time around.
Blue plastic tarps cover the ground around the stand. They were apparently put here to preserve the crime scene. Poor Mr. Eldoon. His stand's been standing here since this whole thing started.
It almost looks like... It almost looks at home here in the park now. I think it should be made into a playhouse for children.
I think its owner would disagree. A mannequin put in place of the body. I think I've seen him by the police station. The way he's forced to look at the ground now, day in and day out, it's kind of sad. A knife is sticking straight into the ground. Remember what Wesley Stickler said in the trial today? Walkie was very likely pointing this at the victim.
Like he wanted to kill him.
Yeah, that's the problem. A trash can sits next to the path here.
And I guess now we know it was Mr. Stickler who hid little Plum's bloomers here, huh?
That's right, Trucy. And what a web of lies grew from that one little act.
I can still remember that moment. You brandished those bloomers on high and shouted objection.
Here's what I want you to do, Trucy. Take that memory, gently lock it away deep in your heart, and never speak of it. Benches line the river running through the park.
Ah, a little urban oasis. I bet children come here to splash around in the water.
That river is a little deep for splashing, and a little dirty.
Well, they could listen to the water and pretend they were playing.
Okay. Not a lot of choices to make here. Everywhere we go is abandoned. Well, not abandoned, but, you know, empty. So... Okay. Now what? Now that we've talked with Mrs. Kitaki, maybe now Walkie is gonna be in the detention center? Ah, there we go.
I was hoping to meet with my client.
Well, we can tell you just finished questioning. I'll bring him out.
Great! Finally!
Yo, what's up, my little imposter?
Eek! What did you call me?
Dazam! It's you? Sorry, G. Thought you were our leader.
My little imposter sure is a strange nickname.
It's a clank thing. You won't understand. Did I say imposter? I meant pasta. Like pasta girl, alright?
If you're going to drop part of that, why not drop pasta and call her girl?
'Cause she's so much more than that, G. She's like an angel. A fallen angel. So, what can I do you for?
You don't look so chipper today, Walkie.
Worried about your heart condition, maybe? That was the wackest thing of all. All us G's lining up taking eye exams and all that. Better to die young than fade away. Bazoy!
A relief to hear.
Hey, what's a relief?
Oh, did your father not tell you? That bullet you carry is so close to your heart. If not attended to immediately, it could kill you.
Man, I ain't trying to hear that. Man fights to protect what's valuable to him, you know what I'm saying? I miss my fallen angel. Hey, you go get a leader for me. You're my lawyer, ain't you? Lawyer, not gopher.
Do you think you could tell us what happened with you and pal Meraktis?
There's something you should know. We Kitakis are having what you might call a feud with the Rival's family. So, about 6 months back, I go into Rival's turf, packing a knife, right?
And? You were shot?
Coldest thing I ever seen. One shot to the heart, but my homies weren't too late. It's a miracle that I lived. It's already considered one of the 7 wonders of the Kitaki family, you know that? So, you were taken to the Meraktis Clinic then? You should have seen their faces when they wheeled me in. You can't just let the boss's son die, you know. I'd hate to have been in that doctor's shoes. Mr. Kitaki is scary enough when he's not angry.
But the bullet that hit you, it was never removed.
And it's still threatening his life. That doctor, he did it on purpose. The Rivals paid him off, I'm sure of it. need to hear more about the night of the murder. That much is clear. So, I hear you're to be married next month? Straight up, we poured the new Patel 40 out on the stoop. Alita, oh, snapple cakes, she's so fine. I think he's smitten with her in his own weird way.
I was wondering, how did you two meet? I asked Tiala, but she was very vague.
Huh? Well, man, if she wouldn't tell you, I best hold my tongue, you feel me?
What?
Man, what's past is past. She knows that. When I'm with Alita, I feel like there's things worth protecting out there. You feel me? And my Alita, she's down with that all the way. So both of them are mum about their past. Life in the family is a G thing. It's about being a man. You know what I'm saying?
Sorry, I'm not up on my G things. I'm not even sure what a G thing is.
But my old man, he's gone soft. He says the old rival gang days are over. He just wants to make money.
Isn't that a good thing?
Man, there ain't no soul in making money. Better to live fast and die young, for shizzle. Sigh. Wait till I run the yard. Then everyone will know what time it is. That's right. OG time all the time. Represent.
Apollo, what does he keep talking about old guys?
I don't think that's what OG means, Trucy. Okay. Yeah, whatever. Seems preoccupied. I'm not sure he even looked at my evidence. Alita, man. Alita. Yeah, whatever. About these weapons, the pistol and the knife. They belong to the family. I snuck them out that night. So, the killer Mr. Stickler says he saw that night was... I guess it was me. I was there after all. God. Oh, we're finished.
Yo, Waki, do you think you could tell us exactly what happened that night?
You don't beat around the bush, do you? I like your style, shorty. Yeah, whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, whatever.
Okay. Now we talk. Go.
Actually, there's a question I've been wanting to ask you for a while now. That is, did you do it? Did you, shoot him? I don't know. Hey? The day of that checkup, when I found out about the bullet by my heart, I borrowed a gun from the family stash. Figured I'd give that doctor a taste of his own bad medicine. Uh-oh, I don't like where this is going.
But you were carrying a knife, weren't you?
Oh, that? Yeah, well, never can be too careful, I say. So I'm on my way to the clinic, right? When I run into him in the park, and he's dragging this noodle stand behind him.
Wait, you didn't put him up to that? Like, you know, in the movies? If you value your life, you'll bring the stand.
Shawty, you're more whack than I am, and that's saying something.
But I was serious.
The thing is, I don't remember what happened next all too well. You don't remember? But the way I see it, if there wasn't anyone else there that night, then I guess it probably was me who did him in. You know what I'm saying?
No. No, I don't know what you're saying. If you don't remember doing it, then you may or may not have done it. There is at least 50% chance that you didn't do it. Can't just immediately give up.
Yeah, whatever.
That's it? Nothing else to talk about?
Yeah, whatever.
Okay. Noodle stand? Dishwasher? Phone? Panties? Really? Okay. Well. Alright. Guess we're done here. Let's move on to somewhere else. Not here. Eldoon's house? Ah, there we go. Hey, it's Mr. Eldoon. Oh, Mr. Eldoon. What's wrong?
So, you found my stand. That's why I'm here. To thank you. But now it's a crime scene and they won't let me have it back. That's also why I'm here. I got no other place to go.
I see.
How can a noodle stand be a crime scene? That's what I don't get, Trizzy Doll. Even in death, he's after my neck, I'll tell you. Bah. Can't even cook an honest noodle.
He? Even in death? You mean the victim, Dr. Meraktis?
I tell you, it's enough to drive a man to make his soup even saltier.
Remind me never to eat his noodles when he's in a bad mood. Mr. Eldoon, if I might ask, what exactly happened between you and the Meraktis Clinic?
Hey? Hey?
I couldn't help but sense enmity there.
Enmity? I hate him. I hated it. Him acting like he smells like roses when he's rolling in mud.
Excuse me?
He's the only doctor at that clinic, you know. Pretty impressive, eh? I'll tell you the secret to his success. The mob.
You mean the Kitaki family?
They're always having one of them turf wars or whatnot. Always an injury or two that needs fixing. Meraktis saw a chance for some business. So he started giving the Kitaki family a good deal.
A deal?
Every fifth operation for free. He stole the idea from my pops. One free bowl of noodles a week, he used to say.
Can a doctor just decide to do that? What about the insurance companies?
Oh, no doubt it's illegal, but it got him in good with the family. Pretty soon he was getting all the business in town, leaving me here in the dark, up to my neck in soupy noodles.
I think I figured out Mr. Eldoon's former occupation.
Can't hurt to ask, Apollo.
That stand, for generations, it served up the very best noodles us Eldoons could make. A tradition of noodles and salty broth. It's more than a stand, it's history, I tell you.
Watch what you say or it might become true.
That's a great story, Mr. Eldoon. A single stand passed down from generation to generation.
Course, to be honest, I didn't plan on doing it.
That's right. You said something about that. About you rebelling against your pops, was it?
Good memory, Trizzy Doll. I was a go-getter back in my day. Until my friend next door butted in. In the end, I was left with nothing but this dusty old stand to earn my fortune.
Mr. Eldoon, I don't mean to pry, but what exactly did you do before you became a chef?
Bah! Let old noodles lie, that's what I say.
I'm starting to get an idea of what he did anyway.
He stole my dreams and left me with nothing but noodles. And now I don't even have that.
Mr. Eldoon, or should I say, Dr. Eldoon.
Figured it out, did you? That's right. I was a doctor, a surgeon, till the year before last.
So, Mr. Meraktis was your rival?
You like those onions they put in the soup broth?
Yeah, kind of.
You take a spoon, you drink some broth. Those onions will find their way in there. For people who like them, well, that's just fine. For people who hate them, I hate onions. Hate 'em. Always sneaking in from the side, getting in the way of a good tasting spoonful. Well, that's what he was. An onion. Onion boy, that's what I called him.
So you weren't exactly friends.
Ha! Me and pal Meraktis. Ever since preschool, we were getting in each other's face. No matter what I did, sure enough, he'd come following along. Then he'd do it better than me. Just blow right past without so much as a howdy.
I see.
That's right. I was a sergeant long before he was, you know. Then that no-good onion boy comes along.
Well, Trucy, looks like we found ourselves a new suspect.
Don't say that.
Thanks to him, I was forced to trade in my scalpel for a ladle. Sorry, pal. Didn't mean to weigh you down with an old man's ramblings.
No, it's fine.
By way of apology, you ever get yourself in a spot of trouble, you drop by.
Huh?
You're investigating Meraktis, aren't you?
Yes.
Well, you want to know about a doctor? You ask a doctor. That's all I'm saying. You just sing of me if you need something, Trucy doll.
Right. Thanks, Mr. Eldoon.
I guess the time spent listening to him complain wasn't entirely wasted.
Sorry, sonny boy. My interest is for my stand and precious little else. Get cracking on that case. Give me back my stand. I'm begging you.
What? There you go.
That's right, sonny. When are you bringing my stand home? I'm ready. Can't you see I'm ready?
I guess.
Till that stand is back home, the case is not closed, you hear me?
I think I'll avoid talking about his stand in the future.
Sorry, sonny boy. That's one of my bowls. See that, Mr. Salty Mark?
Mascot of Eldoon's Noodles.
They come to the stand. They sit. They drink deep from that bowl. And when they see the bottom, their face looks just like Mr. Salty's. Genius, no?
Very high concept.
Can't ply a trade if you don't love the tools. Remember that.
Yes, sir.
Trucy has a thing for professionals, clearly.
Sorry, sonny bar. Sorry, sonny bar.
Okay. Off we go then. Oh. Or maybe not. Oh.
Well, we've got to check out this clinic, that's for sure.
Yeah, but what about the guard?
No harm in asking. Excuse me?
Hey, it's you two from yesterday. That's the same officer that was standing out by the park yesterday. Your business is over in the park, isn't it? The clinic's off limits, it's not involved.
But...
What part of off limits do you not understand? Show me proof that the clinic is connected to the incident in the park, or beat it. No harm in asking. No gain either. No point in sticking around here, I guess.
Huh. Okay.
That's it then? I guess so. Let's go somewhere else.
Look at that crowd over by the park.
Probably people trying to get a glimpse of the crime scene.
But why are those girls screaming? I think I just heard one say, "Oh my god, it's him!"
Wait, that motorcycle.
Alright. If it isn't hair forehead.
Prosecutor Gavin.
Some fans found me on my way out. Just my luck. Oh my god, he's so cool.
Thus the screams.
New album just came out, you know. Try waving to them, they love it. Ooh, he's so cute. Ha 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 ha. They're so excited, it doesn't matter who waves to them, you see.
This is surreal.
So you were here investigating? And I was on my way home, when my hog gave up the ghost.
Your hog?
My motorcycle won't start. A clogged exhaust pipe.
Too bad. It looks like such a nice bike, too. Hard to believe that it could break just from that.
Ah, it's my fault. I think I was using the wrong oil. Cars, motorbikes, they're all the same. Clog the exhaust and they won't run. Ah, machines. Tell me you share my angst, Herr Forehead.
I ride a bicycle, actually.
Ah, in any event, I'm off to the shop to get her fixed. The detective in charge of the scene is in front of me, in any case.
The detective? You mean the one in the lab coat?
Yeah, she's in a foul mood, too. Be gentle. Auf Wiedersehen, baby. Oh my god, there he goes. He's speaking German.
And the forecast for the park today? Gloomy skies. Well, nothing to do but head on in. Let's hit the park, Apollo. Alright, here we go. Does something about the scene look different to you?
The blue tarps are gone. Maybe that's it?
Yeah, I think you're right. Look over there.
The white frock detective from yesterday. She seems to be apologizing reverently to the trash can.
She's under a lot of stress. The investigation's probably not going so well.
Hey, you there! If you're going to talk about someone behind their back, do it more quietly, please.
Oh, Detective Sky. Hello.
You seem as gloomy as ever.
This is miserable. Miserable! I just got a new kit, and I can't get the stuff to work. Everyone's all smiles for that glamorous fop.
Glamorous? Does she mean Prosecutor Gavin?
More to the point, doesn't she mean glamorous?
When he walks in, his shiny chains catch the sun and glimmer in my eyes. It's distracting.
Speaking of distracting...
Sigh. I guess I just have to accept the fact that I lack talent.
Sounds like she's trying out some sort of new forensics technique. I wonder what that could be. Do you mind me asking exactly what it is you've been doing? Squatting down on the ground like that?
Oh, you want to know? Do you? Well, I've splurged on a new toy.
You splurged? You mean it wasn't police issue?
What is it? I see a roller and glue. This is a footprint analysis kit.
Footprint?
It was raining on the night of the murder, which means that footprints were left.
Oh, does that have anything to do with those blue tarps?
Right. The ground was muddy, so I had to protect it as it was that night. Ever wanted to know exactly where someone was standing? Like your penny-snatching student witness, for instance?
Uh-huh. So with that kit...
Right.
What?
Want to try this stuff out?
Huh? Are you sure? I mean, we're sort of on opposing teams and all.
Oh, pshaw. You're friends. And to tell the truth, I'm not so good at doing this. Guess I'm a little clumsy. I could use your help.
Ooh, I'm good at stuff like this. I used to make magic bunnies out of paper mache. Footprint analysis, huh? Well, should I give it a go? Okay, I'll give it a go.
That's the spirit. Right, allow me to explain. Ahem, one moment. She's reading the instructions for her kit.
Why does this not fill me with confidence? First, we have to pick the footprint, or in this case, shoe print we want to analyze. I've taken the liberty of marking all the shoe prints in the park. Well, which shoe print should we start with? If we're going to verify the defendant's account, here's the place to start. Shoe prints, prepare to be examined.
Ooh, this is so exciting.
Right, here goes. First, pour the plaster into the print until it's full. You try it. How am I supposed to do that? Just press A where you want to pour the plaster. Like this. That doesn't look too hard. If you run out of plaster in your beaker before you're done, you have to start over.
Shit.
Not bad. You're handier with that than you look. What's that supposed to mean? On to the next step. Dry the plaster until it turns white. Right. Just press A to blast it with that dryer. There, give it a shot. Looks like it's hardened nicely. Let's take a look. Yes, that's a good one. Next, the ink. Ready for the next step? Use the roller to ink just the shoe print part. Hold on to that roller tight now with A and roll it up and down. Keep going until you get enough ink on there for a good print. Right, now the moment you've all been waiting for. Let's take our print. Ready? Here goes. Let's see if we get a match.
I mean, this is a shoe print, not a footprint, but sure. A match with Stickler? No, probably not. Kitaki? Oh. Doesn't look good, does it?
So, the shoe prints belong to Waka Kitaki after all. He was in the park on the night of the crime.
Wow, I can almost see the signs at work.
Don't you love it? Nothing feels better. She's definitely way more into this than I am. Just let me know if you want to do some more. I'll be here solving the case with science. Well, that certainly brightened her mood. Detective Sky, mind if we give it another go? Right on. Leave no print unanalyzed, I say. Now to pick which print you want to analyze. Okay, looking good. Next, to dry the plaster. Okay, let's take out the mold. Yes, that's a good one. Next, the ink. Right, now the moment you've all been waiting for. Let's take our print. Ready? Here goes. Let's see if we get a match.
Yep.
So, these shoe prints belong to Wesley Sickler. This confirms his testimony, the final version of it at least. Now we know where the penny snatcher was standing. Detective Sky, mind if we give it another shot? I believe you're beginning to appreciate the wonder that is forensic science. Now to pick which print you want to analyze. Oh, okay, looking good. Next, to dry the plaster. Okay, let's take out the mold. Yes, that's a good one. Next, the ink. Right, now the moment you've all been waiting for. Let's take our print. Ready? Here it goes.
Huh. That is a funny shoe print. Is that even a shoe?
It is strange, so smooth. Except for the part with the leaf. I can say without even looking that this print doesn't match any print on our list. A mystery print.
Not so mysterious.
Ah, the slippers. That's quite a clear print there. A toe print.
Too bad we don't know whose toe it is.
Well, there is a way of finding out, of course. There is? What? All you need is a sample of the same toe print off another shoe, for instance. Oh, right. So if the prints matched, you'd know the same person wore both. Do I have another shoe worn by the same person?
Another shoe? No, not yet.
No, I can't think of anything I might have with a toe print on it. Ah, well, it was too much to hope for, I suppose. Let me know if you find something. Toe print sample.
What about the leaf? Come on. It's right here. Really? Okay. Guess we're not ready to talk about that yet. Oh, here we go.
This print is far too smooth to be from a regular shoe.
It is a shoe print of some kind, though. That is certain.
Still, you have to wonder what it's doing here.
It's right next to the Eldoon's noodle stand.
It does make one wonder. Hey, you! Yes? Why are you so quiet all of a sudden? You wouldn't happen to have something in mind? Something that might have left this mystery shoe print?
This mystery shoe print does remind me of something.
Pretty sure I've seen something that would leave a print like that. You know, I think I have our culprit right here. Well, I think it's these slippers, actually. Slippers? What would slippers be doing out here? But look at the bottom, see? It's covered with paint, except for... See? Right here. Hey, that spot is shaped like a leaf. What if a leaf was stuck on the bottom and came off when the slippers stepped in paint? Makes sense, doesn't it? Wait, something's written on them. The Meraktis Clinic. Exactly, the victim's clinic.
Wait, that means that someone from the clinic was involved.
Why is she just standing there eating?
Detective Sky, I have a favor to ask.
What? Can you get us access into the Meraktis Clinic?
The police won't let us in. They say the murder and the clinic are not connected, and it's off limits until we prove they are. I should be able to do something for you, yes. Eh? Really? Well, you did my work for me here with the shoe prints. Seems like I should return the favor. Thank you, Detective Sky. Here, show this to the police officer on duty. Allow clinic access to this magician and attorney in Prosecutor Gavin's name. Right, Meraktis Clinic, here comes justice. Well, not yet. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back, and before we head to the Meraktis Clinic, let's finish up our conversation here with Detective Sky. Detective Sky, you know Mr. Wright, correct? How do you know my daddy? I want details. Huh? Well, he helped me out a long time ago. You might say he saved me. Wasn't she saying something about getting involved in an incident? I can't stand it when things are vague, especially in a case. I went to study to become a forensic scientist in Europe. But you're a detective now. Well, I failed the test. But, you know, rank and title don't matter. What matters is what's inside your heart. I've always thought that too. My heart is full of science. That's why I brought this kit through mail order. And I'm gonna test it here before the forensics team arrive. Are you sure that's okay? I won't lie, I'm not fond of the man. Those glamorous types always rub me the wrong way. Glamorous, right. A prosecutor should be cool of wit and forward of brow. Less glamorous and more simorous, you know? No, actually, I don't. Well, that and what happened 7 years ago. Prosecutor Gavin was the one who stripped Mr. Wright of his attorney's badge. What? Really? He was the one? You mean you didn't know? I thought you were one of his boys. I'm neither a boy nor one of his, but let's see what she has to say. What exactly happened 7 years ago? I never actually heard the details. Then investigate. It's better you learned it for yourself anyway. Huh. Okay. Sorry, I don't think I can help you with that. I think you need more than just scientific help. But ask me anything you like. Just ask scientifically. Sorry. Fingerprint analysis is the very basis of modern forensic science. I guess you could put it that way. And you two know how to dust for prints on your own now. Make sure to examine anything you find that might have prints on it. Sorry. 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 She put a little heart by her name. How cute. Isn't she a little old for cute? Apollo, shame on you. Cute is eternal. Cute is timeless. No matter how old a woman gets, she always carries a little innocent maiden inside her. Really now? I suppose. I've never heard it put quite that way before. When I sign my name, I always put in a little diamond. Trucy Diamond Wright. See? Cute, don't you think? It's a little confusing. Won't people think your middle name is a diamond? Hey, you could write your name like Apollo equals Justice. I do like justice, but that's taking it a bit far. Okay, time to go then. to the clinic.
Ah, you two again. When will you learn? Let me however you want. You're not getting in today.
I wouldn't be so sure if I were you. Look what we have.
What's this? Detective Sky? Yesterday was Prosecutor Gavin. Today is Detective Sky. Who are you two, really?
Now he's suspicious again.
Well, you got the orders. I gotta let you in. Have fun.
Thanks, Mr. Officer. Let's hit it, Apollo. Alright. It's about time. Here we go. Kind of an at-home sort of place, isn't it? This place has a connection to the murder in the park. I'm sure of it. The police guy out front wasn't so sure. Beyond it being where the victim lived. Looks like the police team's gone home for the day. There might be some clues lying around. Let's get cracking, Apollo. Alright, here we go. Start with... These must be the slippers for patients at the clinic. The same as the pair we found, of course. Look, a single pair is missing from the rack here, too. And ours have paint on the bottoms. Which means they were taken out of here on the night of the murder. Right. The paint's from the hit and run, after all. But what were a pair of clinic slippers doing in the trash can? What were they doing at the scene of the hit and run? I'm sure all will be revealed in time. There is a single pair of sandals here. Wait, but why would there be sandals here? Unless they belong to one of the patients. Or maybe it's a visitor that's come to see Dr. Meraktis. You'd think they use his house entrance instead of the clinic entrance in that case. And if this patient or visitor isn't still here, why did they leave without their shoes? Better take a closer look at these, just in case. Look at all these bowls. They're from Eldoon's noodles. These are Mr. Salty. There's Mr. Salty. Then I think we figured something out. I think we have. Mr. Eldoon must do takeout. Not exactly what I was thinking. All the bowls have been washed clean. I think we found our first clue, Juicy. The clinic reception desk. No one's here, of course. There's a small sign on the counter. Please pay your bill. Remember, we're the ones holding the scalpel. Brutal, but effective. Look, this door says doctor's office. Think this is the victim's private office? It's not locked. Too bad. Why too bad? I like opening locks. It's kind of a hobby of mine. Like those little bike locks, don't even bother putting them on when I'm around. That's probably not a hobby you want to tell too many people about. Thump. Apollo, that sound! It came from behind this door. Someone's in there. Let's check it out, Trucy. Let's check it out, Trucy. A break-in! They've left through the window! Wait, Apollo, you're too late to catch them now. That must be her experience as a panty snatcher chaser talking. Well, we should tell the police. Let's check the room out first, Apollo. If we call the police now, we'll lose our chance. You're right. She's better at this than I am. Well, one thing's for certain. This clinic and our murder case are looking pretty related now. Could the thief be the same person these shoes belong to? These sandals? Hey, Apollo, You think this is...
Huh? This could be a toe print.
Maybe we can get a print off of this. Let's try it out.
Hey, it worked! That looks like a big toe, maybe?
But wait, I mean, it's great that we got the print, but is there such a thing as a list of toe prints?
Oh, good point. If there is, Detective Sky didn't give it to us. Which means we can't match this print.
This seems like a good time to ask a detective's advice.
Yeah, good idea.
Okay, we'll put a pin in that for later.
Whoa, what are those? The wall is covered with beakers.
Eek! Something's moving inside that one. You look, Apollo.
Hey, look yourself. You can't... Oh. It's a goldfish.
Wow, they're all fish. So many kinds.
Whoever designed this had a sick sense of humor.
What a cute little safe.
It looks like a 4-digit lock.
Oh, someone's already entered in 2 numbers, Apollo. 7, 9. Wait, do you think
That burglar just now was trying to open it? I wonder what's inside this safe.
Is there any way we can figure out the last 2 numbers?
Well, we know the first 2 are 7 and 9.
Maybe there's something in the court record. Something that can help us figure out the last 2 numbers?
I wonder. Well, I have an idea.
I knew it, Apollo. What is it?
Well, all we have to know is what buttons have been pressed. We can use this to find out what the next 2 numbers are.
Oh. It's gonna be that simple, huh? Okay.
When you press the buttons, you'd have to touch them. With your finger, right?
It would leave a print.
When you open a safe, you don't press any other buttons but the right ones, right? So, if we can find the buttons with fingerprints,
We'll have the safe code. Not bad, Apollo.
okay. Here we go. Look, you can see the oily finger residues clearly. Look at 7 and 9. Look at 7 and 9.
These are glove marks. The burglar must have been wearing gloves.
Well, we might not be able to identify the burglar, but we can open the safe. Let's give it a shot. 7952. Hey. It opened. This looks like a bullet hole.
You can still see the bullet sticking out of it.
Why is it in the middle of a safe?
Hey, the bullet came out. The tip is all squished.
Not surprising, given that it was fired into a metal safe. This bullet's got a story behind it, that's for sure.
Interesting. This looks like a medical chart. There's an X-ray in here with it.
An X-ray? Can't make heads or tails of it. And I can't read the chart either. It's all in medical speak.
But the names are easy enough to read. Look, by patient, it says Waki Kitaki. So this is Waki, our client's chart, huh?
Why would this one chart be here in this safe? Let's see. The physician's signature says Pal Meraktis. Eh?
What is it, Apollo?
Look here where it says who filed the chart.
Let's see. Nurse Alita Tiala.
Alita Tiala is Waki's fiance.
That's one Aita too many, Apollo.
Wait, what? Oh, I didn't even notice that. Alita Tialita is Waki's fiance.
That's one Ita too many, Apollo.
Never mind that. What's her name doing here?
How should I know? Though, I guess it means she's on staff at this clinic.
Odd that she neglected to mention this before now.
I'm sure she had her reasons.
So Alita Tiala worked at the Meraktis Clinic, and she had access to Waki Kitaki's medical chart.
You got the I and Y wrong, Apollo.
I'd be very interested to find out what this chart says. Who could help us decipher this?
I wonder. Who could help us out there. Okay. That's it. Cool.
The window is ajar.
That must be how our burglar escaped.
I wonder who it was.
Maybe it was just a burglar who happened to pick here.
Yeah, but there's a patrol car sitting out front. If I were a burglar, I'd come back the next day at least.
I'd give it a month myself.
Whoever broke in obviously needed to break in today.
It's probably the nurse trying to clean up after herself.
Kind of an expensive looking lamp, isn't it? Hey, the bulb's broken.
Broken? Do you mean burned out?
No, our cat burglar must have dropped it.
But why is it standing up on the floor like that then?
Hey, look at the cord.
There's a red splotch on a part of the cord. You think that's blood?
It's a little bright for blood, almost pinkish.
Something's definitely odd about this lamp, that's for sure.
Red stain. Grape juice?
Books and papers are scattered around the room.
Wow, what a mess. This is worse than Daddy's room. The burglar must have left in a hurry.
Even the cup on the desk here is lying on its side. Huh? The juice that spilled out of the cup, it's dry.
So the messy one wasn't our burglar just now.
Someone knocked his cup over a while ago and left it. This potted plant has seen better days. That doesn't make sense either.
What doesn't?
Normally, burglars are looking for valuables, right?
That's true. That's what I would do if I were a burglar.
So why look under a potted plant?
Maybe they were looking for the key to the safe.
I've heard of people putting their house keys under plants, but the key to a safe?
Then maybe the burglar was looking for the house keys.
This is getting nowhere fast.
There is another spilled bottle here. Okay. Let's examine the new evidence we got.
Wow, it's all mushed.
That was one tough safe.
You know, it looks kinda yummy.
Huh?
Like ice cream. Caramel.
You certainly have an active imagination, Juicy.
Bullet lodged near heart. Okay.
The bulb is broken. It won't turn on.
Oh, how is it broken?
Don't touch that. You'll cut yourself.
Eek!
Yeah. Fool me once, shame on me.
My finger.
You're bleeding. Let me see that. Wait.
Magic blood. Tee. Gotcha.
Please don't do that again. I have enough to worry about without my coworkers injuring themselves on the evidence. This cord runs to the lamp. It has a red stain on it. Gotta wonder what left that stain.
Wait, I know. Maybe it was left there by a red marker. Like they were trying to write their name and slipped.
Why would anyone write their name on a lamp cord?
I used to write my name on my magic ropes. Right. Okay. Well, time to go. Nothing to see here, right? Trash can. A plate on this door reads Doctor's Office. That was pretty intense, wasn't it? If we'd got in there 1 second earlier, we might have met the burglar. But Apollo, what would we have said if we did see them? We can't exactly shout out, "Hey, who are you?" That's like a certain punch. Let's think of something cool to say for the next time we do meet a burglar. You work on that. Okay. That's it then. Alright. Time to leave. Oh. Where'd Eldoon go? Is he in the garage? No? Huh. Okay. Just not around right now. That's inconvenient. To the People Park, maybe?
I know that face. That's the face of someone who has made a discovery.
Hey, how did you know?
You can't fool someone trained in the ways of science.
Next you'll have us analyzing face prints.
Let's ask Detective Sky to help us, Apollo.
Oh, present.
Yeah.
These sandals. That's quite a clear print there. A toe print.
Too bad we don't know whose toe it is.
Well, there is a way of finding out, of course.
There is? What?
All you need is a sample of the same toe print off another shoe, for instance.
Oh, right. So if the prints matched, you'd know the same person wore both. Do I have another shoe worn by the same person? Sure. I think I just might, actually.
Really?
I'm beginning to suspect something here. Detective Sky, can you compare the sample with this other print?
It's worth a shot.
This pair of slippers, toe print and all.
Oh, the print on these is nice and clear, too. That makes our job easy.
Can you analyze it for us?
Of course. Hang on. Bingo! Gosh, I'm good.
Hey, we were the ones who found the prints.
A perfect match. The same person wore these sandals and slippers.
I was afraid of that.
All you have to do is find out who these sandals belong to. Or, do you already know?
I can't say. Not yet. Well, that's one big step closer to the truth.
Detective Sky, I was wondering about this.
Trissy, wait!
What?
This bullet was inside the safe, right? That means the police don't know about it yet.
Oh, right. We could use this in the trial tomorrow.
Do I have to repeat myself every time? If you're gonna talk behind someone's back, do so quietly.
Say, could you take a look at this lamp?
The bulb's broken.
Right. Strange, isn't it?
Really? I break bulbs all the time. My desk is a mess and my lamp is always falling over. Not too bright, huh?
Ouch.
I still think it's kind of odd. Detective Sky, I was wondering about this.
Trissy, wait!
What?
That's vital evidence there. You can't show her that. That's our secret weapon in tomorrow's trial for sure.
Ooh, clever, Apollo.
What did I tell you before? If you're gonna talk behind someone's back, do it quietly.
Okay. So, is that it then? Okay, well, any progress is good progress, I guess.
Tarps that were here yesterday are gone.
I wonder why Detective Sky put them out.
Yeah, the only thing they were covering is the ground.
Oh, you know, I think I see something there. A print.
A print?
Okay. Time to go. Somewhere else. Nope. Still not here. Clinic. Ah. There we go. Ah. The prodigal attorney returns. Welcome, Apollo. I already did well in the trial today. Here to discuss something? I could use a little diversion.
What did Detective Sky say? If you want to know something, you have to investigate it yourself. Mr. Wright, tell me what happened 7 years ago. Please. I want to know. I need to know.
You certainly didn't waste any time getting to the point. 7 years ago, I was standing in a courtroom on behalf of a client. The case involved the death of a certain magnificent genius. I'd be surprised if you hadn't heard about it.
It was all over the news, I remember that. You were up against Prosecutor Gavin, weren't you?
Yes, he was only 17 years old at the time.
17 years old? That's still high school.
He took the bar exam abroad in Europe. They're progressive over there, you know. I was defeated by a 17-year-old newcomer. In my shame, I left the practice forever. That's all.
That's all? How could that be all?
What do you mean?
What about they were saying on the news about forged evidence? They said you forged evidence and had your attorney's badge stripped from you.
Tell me, how does it feel? How does it feel to stand here before Phoenix Wright, the forging attorney himself?
How does it feel? I don't want to believe it's true. But what about what happened in my first trial?
Didn't you notice in today's trial? There was a single piece of forged evidence. I'm talking about evidence that shouldn't have existed. A naughty magician's trick. I don't see you jumping into my defense on this one. Maybe I did forge evidence. Maybe I didn't. It doesn't really matter now, does it?
But
I'm not an attorney anymore. That's the only truth you need to know.
Mr. Wright, looks like he doesn't want to talk about the accusations of forgery. For now. It's refreshing to be so thoroughly ignored for a change.
What can we give to him? That's it? Really? Nothing else? Not a thing? Not a single thing? Come on. Gotta have a comment on something.
We found these too. They're truesies.
Thanks, Apollo. Though I have to admit, as a father, I wonder, why are you still carrying my daughter's panties around in your pocket?
That'll teach me to show my evidence to Mr. Wright.
Alright. Well, on that bombshell, I'm out of here.
Time to go.
Detention Center? Sure, why not?
Don't cry, Angel. Daddy's back and Daddy's... Oh, you again. Do you always have to announce your entrance like that? Man, my old man, Man, now I'm all in a funk, and it's his fault. can only assume that his father tried to teach him a lesson. And failed, clearly. You two got your work cut out for you, straight up. Of course, I don't care if they lock me up. I'm ready to go. Some days I wonder why I do what I do. Lucky, you don't happen to recognize these, do you? Hey, sure I do. I was the one who bought them for her.
For Miss Tiala?
Yeah, a birthday present. She's got mad little feet. Mad. So cute, man.
So these sandals are hers.
Yeah, I kinda had a feeling. What's up with the funky vibes? Sigh. Huh? What's that? Some kind of x-ray? Wait. That's right, Walkie. It's yours. Hey, look, I don't smoke or nothing. I'll live long, right?
I don't think he gets it, Apollo.
Take a closer look. Here in particular. Where it says nurse. It's signed Alita Tiala. Huh? You lawyers do your homework. So, you met Miss Tiala when you... Yeah, I met her at the clinic. So? Could you tell us a bit about the circumstances of your meeting? Fine. I'll tell you how you met if you want to know that bad. That is so far off the hook, it's off the chain, G. He seems preoccupied with something else. Wonder how my elite is doing, man. I miss her.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
It can't all be winners. Alright.
Man, my old man is whack. Disappointed, that's what he is.
I heard he wants to leave the mob.
Over my dead body! I spent my life trying to keep it real, being an OG and never stepping down. Now my old man wants to go soft? Fine, let him. Just leave me out of it. Sigh. The day I get out of the clinic. That's the day Alita and I start the next generation of the Kitaki family. Please don't talk as though it's assumed you're going to jail. For my sake. Hey man, you won't see me bugging about 1 or 2 guilty charges. But what if you're found guilty of murder? Hey, it's all experience, you feel me, Shardy? Like a badge of honor. They don't give the death penalty, do they?
You didn't really do it, did you?
Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. If I've learned one thing today, it's that silence speaks louder than words. About a half year ago, I was shot during a little turf war with another family. I was ready to die, sure. But they came in, got me, hauled me off to the docks. The Meraktis Clinic. That's where I met her, my fallen angel. You mean Alita Tiala? She was scared of me at first, turns out. But you know what they say? The bad guy always gets the ladies. Right. She was done with that clinic anyhow. So I was like, I'll take you on, woman. Straight gangster style. Guess what she said?
What did she say?
Come on, give it some thought. She said it real quiet like, on the down low, know what I'm saying? I'll leave, if you'll marry me. So, that was the proposal? You know it. An oath of love right there in the hospital room. Just like that, the op was done and we were out of there. See you later. Bye. About that op. Yeah? Didn't go so well after all, did it? I know about the report. I know it's still in me.
This health checkup was the boss's idea, you said?
Yeah, can you imagine? What's the point of living healthy when you're a G, you know what I'm saying?
But didn't you learn about the bullet at that checkup?
Yeah, that's when I knew that doctor had to pay. I figured I could get that cap pulled after I got my revenge. And hey, I'm still living large now, aren't I? Incidentally, have you ever had a health checkup before? Now, my old man suddenly gets this idea we all gotta get checkups. Guess he's getting old. Older, I mean.
Huh. Interesting. Well, thanks for your time, I guess. Off we go. Here we go. Mr. Eldoon, we've been looking all over for you.
What's the matter, Trusty Doll?
Apollo, show him what we found. Nothing like expert advice.
I suppose he's a doctor still.
Sniffle.
Mr. Eldoon, is everything okay?
I'm just... Sniffle. So happy. I just thought my doctor days were gone for good. Sniffle.
Mr. Eldoon. Mr. Eldoon, could you take a look at this?
Huh? A medical chart. Hey, you shouldn't go around taking these from clinics.
Why the sudden silence, Mr. Eldoon?
What's going on here?
That's what we want to know. That chart belongs to my client.
He's on trial on suspicion of murder.
On trial? That's crazy. You can't put him on trial. He's ABD.
APD?
All but dead. He's knocking on the pearly gates, and someone's about to answer.
Can you tell us why?
Well, permit me to speak as a surgeon. You listen up good now, son.
No way. It's like he's...
Oh, okay. Well, if he's gonna change completely, then maybe we can change the voice? Okay. So a more calm, more calculated voice. A different version. Okay, so... The Eldoon voice is... and then...
Well...
Maybe we can do like... Just calm. Without any exaggerations.
Well, permit me to speak as a surgeon. You listen up good now, son.
No way. It's like he's a completely different person.
Well, according to this chart, this walkie Kitaki fella's not doing so well. He's got a bullet right upside his heart.
That's right.
Yeah, but this chart talks about the post-op. In other words, the operation is already finished. But you can still see that bullet stuck in there.
Why would it still be in there after the operation to remove it?
Well, about the only reason I can think of it is it was too tricky to operate on.
What?
That bullet stuck as a bug there next to the aorta, which is connected to the heart. Heck, that scrap of metal's just surrounded by blood vessels. Kind of a miracle. 2 millimeters to either side, there would be some serious bleeding going on in there. Not something your average doc would be eager to fiddle with.
You mean...
It took a miracle to get that bullet stuck where it is. It'd take more than a miracle to take it out. It'd take a magician.
I'm only up to making rabbits disappear. I haven't learned bullets yet.
Of course, with the heart pumping and lungs working, that bullet's on the move. I'd give him another half a year tops.
But Walkie's operation was already half a year ago.
That's why I'm saying you're out of time. This kid shouldn't be on trial. He should be on an operating table.
Great. Just great.
How could Dr. Meraktis do such a terrible thing? How could he just leave that bullet in there?
I got a pretty good idea of how he felt. An emergency operation. He's got the kid's chest open on the table, and he finds that bullet. That's despair right there, Trizzy doll. Cold despair.
Despair?
But the only thing to do is sew the boy back up. He wasn't exactly in the situation to go admitting he couldn't take it out.
The Kitakis?
You bet. The kid's their only son, I hear. So he skips the operation and walks back on the street living his life. Of course, it's only a matter of time before his heart hemorrhages and he drops cold.
How awful.
And which doctor would they take him to? Meraktis. He's got enough ties to them. He could probably cover up the truth of what happened. That's just horrible.
He left Walkie to die.
There's a darkness in this world, Jersey Doll. Waiting. Hungry. Compared to it, these gangs' turf wars are like kid games. When you're up against real evil, well, it don't matter if you're weak or strong. It'll take you all the same.
You were a surgeon, right, Mr. Eldoon? You could operate on Walkie, couldn't you?
I wish.
What?
I'm afraid there ain't nobody in the country that could. Maybe not even in the world.
So Walkie...
He's real lucky to be alive even now.
No.
There's one problem.
Apollo?
This chart. Look at the nurse section. Alita Tiala.
That's right. This operation was how they met.
Yeah, the problem is she knew. She knew about Walkie's condition, guaranteed. Why didn't she ever tell him? Doesn't make sense. If she knew her patient was in serious danger, you'd think she wanted to get that second operation before getting engaged.
What was she thinking? Apollo?
What were you thinking, Alita Tiala?
I think I figured it out, but we'll see.